Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Advent Mudimba, and again, like I always say when I start my videos, thank you very much for taking your precious time to watch my video.
Thank you!
And just to bring more life to my channel. And if you're new to this channel, please just do take a look at a few videos, and just leave a few comments and like some of my videos, and just give me feedback of what you think of my videos and what you think of my channel overall. And for those who subscribe, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for being part of the family, and thank you for making my channel to continue to grow. I really appreciate you. So yeah, I just realized how long it's been since I've done a video of myself talking. It's been quite a long time. I remember, I think a few, the past videos on my channel, the recent videos have been song covers. I think about the previous 4 to 5 videos have been song covers on my channel, and I guess that's new. And yeah, like I said, thank you for taking time to watch this video. And so let's just get into today's video. And today's video is it's not a motivational video or anything like that. It's not a song cover. So I'm just gonna be updating you of what's been happening in my life for the past month and a half, I guess, or maybe past 2 months. Okay, I'm not entirely sure of the timeline, but anyway, yeah, as you all know, basically the whole world has been going through a really tough situation, a really difficult situation for most people. And my heart goes to those that have been affected by the coronavirus. And my heart goes out to those who've lost their jobs, to those who've lost loved ones. Yeah, my heart goes out to you, and I just pray that God keeps you guys, and I just pray that God keeps you safe, and I just pray that God keeps you hidden under the shadow of his wings in these really difficult times. So let's just get into today's video. So like you saw by the title, I think I'm gonna call this video story time, or probably testimony COVID-19. Yeah, so I think about 2 months ago, or roughly less than 2 months ago, in a hostel, a bunch of students got really sick. Yeah, they really got sick, and I remember some of them were complaining of a loss of taste, loss of smell, extreme fatigue, extreme tiredness, pain in the eyes, complaining of very strange symptoms. And we as people, sometimes we don't think something is going to happen to us until it happens. So some of us were not really affected by then. We're like, it's probably just a virus moving around in the hostel. It's probably just another flu, that's going around in the hostel, so we're not gonna get affected by it. And my goodness, they really got sick for about 2 weeks. Some of my really close friends that I talk to on a daily basis, they got sick. They complained of pain in their body, like they couldn't even properly move. Just to turn on the other side of your bed when you're sleeping was extremely difficult for them. I think that's when things started to tick in my head. I'm like, oh, people are actually getting sick in the hostel. And a hostel setup, you can barely avoid most things because the rooms are so close to each other, and we are so many people in the hostel. We share many things. We share bathrooms, we share toilets, we share kitchens. So most of the surfaces, we basically share them. And I was like, oh gosh, it's gonna be something else. And then they gradually started getting better for about after 2 weeks or something. And then I'm like, oh, thank God, it is finally past us. We're not gonna get affected. And then one morning, your boy starts having an itchy throat. And I'm like, God, I refuse this flu. The next morning, that very next morning, I remember I went to the grocery store, and I bought ginger, lemon, garlic. And then I brought them back, I boiled them, and then I started drinking them like on a daily basis. And then I started chewing ginger, because if you know me very well, for those that are close to me, they know that the 2 things I hate the most is being sick with flu or fever, or with the stomach pain, or a running tummy, or any of those things, because those are the 2 things that really make me feel pain like no one's business. They really hurt, like they really do. And I think 2 days after I started drinking these things, the symptoms of this flu started going down. And I was like, thank you God, finally I can get back to normal. And then a few days later, I started getting weak, extremely tired. Oh, I started having pain in my eyes, like even to move my eyes, I literally had to close my eyes and just, for me to move my eyes, it hurt so bad. And then I remember a point I literally started having pain in my bodies, like literally everywhere around me. I started having pain. I started losing my appetite. I started losing my taste, my sense of taste. I started losing my sense of smell. Like I remember one of my friends complained like, Advent, something is wrong, because I stood next to a man who was smoking and I couldn't smell anything. And I was like, oh my goodness, yeah, we are getting in it now. And then I remember it got so bad, and I remember I was on the phone with my mom one day. Then I was telling her I'm actually not well. I'm just getting these very strange flu symptoms that I can't explain. Like, guys, it was bad. Started getting headaches, started feeling dizzy, like no appetite at all. And then she told me, no, you'll be fine. Just probably, I think you might need to go and get a COVID test. It won't hurt or anything like that. It's good to just be sure. And then you're in a foreign country. I was like, oh no, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not gonna get this test. I'm just gonna sit here and just get better, because you're a child of God. You're used to just getting sick and getting better, getting sick and getting better. So I didn't think much of it. I was like, it's just gonna pass. Then you are still in denial. You're like, how can I have coronavirus? Because I guess because it's been happening everywhere in the world, you're like, what are the chances that I get it? I didn't think much of it. Then I told one of our close family friends. She's basically like my mentor. She's our youth leader in the church. She's a doctor. And then I told her, this is what's been happening. I've been having these very strange symptoms. Then she was like, that sounds like COVID-19. That sounds like coronavirus. Gosh. And then that's when things started to really, and then I was like, oh my goodness, so I actually have coronavirus. I was still in denial back then. Things started getting worse. My goodness, I started having a fever, like a bad fever. I remember it was on Saturday night. It was really bad. And then on Sunday morning, we're having online church. And then I was the one who was supposed to be sharing the videos and whatnot for the praise and worship and whatnot. And I literally had to go downstairs and get myself energy drinks just so that I can get through the service. That's when something was wrong. And then I told her, I don't know what's going on, but I'm sweating vigorously. I'm sweating so much. I literally removed my shirt, but I was still sweating. I didn't understand. It was morning time. It wasn't so hot. And then I was like, oh my goodness, things are getting bad. And then people who know me, like when it comes to church things, I'm quite active. When I actually have to get an energy drink, and I don't like these things because I know how bad they are to the body and whatnot, so I barely don't drink energy drinks. But that day I had to get an energy drinks to get through the service because I just couldn't. And then I told our hostel teacher how it was really getting bad, because I was kind of forced to do it because it's better for you to get the help that you need than for you to regret later on. So I told our hostel teacher, and then she told me, you know what, okay, since the corona started, our dean and there was a doctor and our hostel teacher that have been coming to our hostel every day just to check on us, measure our temperature and whatnot. So she had gone on holiday, so the doctor was still coming though. So the next day I told him, there's these symptoms that I've been getting, something is wrong. And then he just prescribed medication for me. I went and got the medication. I started drinking it, and somewhere along the line I started having this terrible pain on my right side, and I was like, oh no. I searched on the internet, what does it mean if you're having terrible excruciating pain on the bottom right of your stomach or abdomen, whatever. And then they were like appendicitis, and I was like, my goodness, because I know what appendicitis is. And I was like, guys, disclaimer, don't ever self-diagnose. Do not search your symptoms on the internet. You're gonna think you have cancer, you have HIV and AIDS or what. Don't do that. Then I told her hostel teacher, she was like, oh no, that's not a good thing. Do you want us to call an ambulance for you? And I was like, no, it's okay. I think it will pass. And then surely the next day it passed. And then after I started drinking those medications that the doctor prescribed, this was approximately a week and a half later, I started feeling better with those flu symptoms and whatnot. But the problem was I started having severe chest pains. I didn't understand where they were coming from. Like, they were bad. They were really bad, like painful chest pains. And I didn't know what was going on with my body. And I was like, oh my goodness, it's not going well. I felt like I was getting really worse. But it's like a part of me is getting better, but the other part of me is getting worse. And then I started getting chest pains. And then I was like, it will pass. And 2 days later, I think, or a few days later, when I'm finally getting better from those other symptoms, well, not the chest pains, I start having indigestion issues. That was painful because I could literally eat my food and it would just stay in my stomach. So sorry if it's very descriptive and whatnot, but my food felt like it was not getting digested. I felt bloated and it was just bad, man. And I was like, my goodness. So these whole symptoms of corona just finished, and now I'm having indigestion issues. Those lasted for about a week and a half. They were painful, excruciating pain. I started having acid reflux. I didn't understand what was going on. My goodness, I was like, oh gosh. You know, the worst part of all, I had just finished the exams. And I'm thinking, now it's time for me to enjoy my holiday, just a little free time to go out with my friends, to Voga or whatever. And that's when I started getting sick. So I was very envious of my friends, like, I'm sick and they're enjoying life and I'm just here in the hostel. It was just sad, I won't lie. And then finally, the doctor prescribed this activated charcoal, that basically cleanses your system. And after I started taking that, I felt better, but not very, just a little bit better. And then I remember one day I decided to just go to church because they'd opened our churches here. And then I couldn't go because I didn't want to infect anyone in case I had corona or anything. So this day I went to church because I felt a bit better. I played keyboard, we went through praise and worship and all that. And then I remember at the end they were praying and I was like, you know what, God? I'm a child of God, I'm a Christian. I refuse, to go out of church the same way. I refuse. And then I was like, I've seen people get healed, come to church really sick and they get healed. I want to also be healed. And then, you are now hopeful. We are in a cab going home. My goodness, I started feeling so much pain in my stomach. I felt completely weak. I didn't understand what was going on, but I was like, but God, I prayed in church. What is going on? And then I arrived in the hostel. I was hungry. I went and took bread from my friend's fridge where I keep my stuff and some juice. I started to eat when I sat on the table. Immediately when I sat down, everything that I felt, it literally just disappeared. Like the chest pains, the stomach pains, all of that just went away. And I was like, oh. I started feeling normal again. To be honest, I had literally forgotten how it felt to be normal because I was sick for like 3.5 weeks. And I just couldn't understand it because most of my friends, they got sick and they were fine after a few days. And for me, almost a month of being sick, I didn't understand what was going on. And it's been a tough 1 month. And I just decided to share this with people that feel like, you know what, I can't get coronavirus. My friend, wear your mask, wash your hands when you come from the bathroom, sanitize your hands. You don't know what's gonna happen. There's so many people that are really underestimating the situation the world is in right now. And unfortunately, not everybody is lucky to have mild symptoms and then they get better. Not everyone is lucky like that. So don't be naive as a child of God. Fine, we are children of God, but don't think just because you're a child of God, you're exempted from getting this thing. So many mighty men of God have literally died from this disease. So don't be one of those people that are just gonna be, you know what, I'm a child of God, I'm not gonna wear this mask, I'm not gonna do this and this and this and that. Wear your mask, wash your hands, sanitize your hands, do all that you need, wash your plates, don't share utensils, all those things that you need to be doing. But anyway, I just decided to share this with you guys, just for those of you wondering where have I been. But yeah, it's been a rough month, but God came through, yo. I feel much better. Not much better, I'm actually back to my normal self. The fact that I'm actually filming a YouTube video, I'd forgotten about YouTube. I didn't even want to think about YouTube, but now I'm back. Thankful to God, just, you know, for just taking care of me this past month, just for being there for me, man. But anyway, guys, I think this brings me to the end of my video for today, and just, you know, I hope this video helped you somehow. Yeah, I just like to share this video with you guys, and I hope you liked it. And please leave a few comments down in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Please just hit that subscribe button, and be expecting a few more videos from me just coming. I have a few videos lined up for you guys. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, and just thank you for taking the time to just, you know, be part of the family. Thank you guys. Until next time, see you. Peace.